Well, howdy folks, welcome back to Melanchthon Creek Farm, and today is the day that we're going to do something about this tattered up greenhouse. We got us about an inch and a quarter of rain this past week, and that's the first measurable amount of rain that we've had in quite a while. So I kind of been putting this off and putting it off. Well, as you can see, this is just, it's a mess. So we're going to tear all this old off, and we're going to put the new plastic on today. And I just wanted to show y'all how I went about this. When I first started the channel, I didn't video any of this when I was building it, and I just had to do some pictures. So you can see how it is that I've put the plastic on, and it's not very difficult. All I did was I took this 1x here and I wrapped the plastic over it, and then just run screws in down along the side, and then I cut a piece for the front and the back on each side of the door, and I just got this clear tape and taped them together. So I mean, it's nothing real difficult, but I just tried to keep it pretty simple. So all right, I'm going to start running these screws out and pulling this plastic off. And I used a washer head up against the head of the screw there, just to kind of hold pressure on it as well. Right here in the corners and along the front, I use my staple gun to staple the corners of the plastic down. I'll try to take this off without tearing this brittle plastic too bad. I'm not sure how much plastic I've got, but I'm going to try to salvage these front pieces. So you see, folks, this plastic I got for the greenhouse is 6mm plastic, greenhouse plastic. I got it off of Amazon, I think, in one of the other videos where I first started talking about it starting to break down. I can't remember the brand of it. I think it's like Farm Lulu or something like that. But I had left a review with some pictures of what the plastic was doing, and they did reach out to me and offered a refund, asking if I would give them another chance. Well, I did accept the refund. I'm not gonna say I didn't, but I have no desire to try this brand again. It was supposed to have been UV resistant, and this is the east facing side that gets most of the sun, and you can see where it's just, I mean, it's just falling apart basically. So this side over here, I didn't have one board long enough, to go the whole length. So I split it. Hey, my broccoli looking good. Well, I'll tell you what, I am just tickled to death with this broccoli. I really am. All right, so here what I'm gonna do is just tape this up. Try to salvage this front piece. The two back pieces were good. This one maybe not so much, but we're gonna see what we got here. Probably not the perfect day to try to do this. Got a little wind, not too awfully bad. So I'll go back down through the front here with some staples. I got the staple gun right down here. I'm gonna pop a few of these in. All right, for this side here, not sure how this is going to go. I'll tack it up here and see what it looks like. All right, folks, here's what I got left on my plastic, and we'll see how much this is going to cover. I feel there's plenty of it here. It seemed like when I bought it, I bought enough to cover it twice. Alright folks, when I got her stretched out there, I'm going to lay this board down here and I'm going to roll it about twice, and then I'm going to tack it with the stapler. Folks, I'm sorry about that. I just went back and checked to make sure the phone was still recording. It wasn't. I've got to get take some videos off my phone, free up some space, so I can finish recording this. What you missed was me pulling this plastic over the greenhouse there, and all I did was just take a little piece of wood there and screwed it to the plastic on that end, and had a bunch of paracord, threw it over on that side, and then I kind of worked it up as I went along. So I'm gonna go on the other side and start spacing it out a little. And I'm gonna go on the other side now and just start pulling it up. I still got quite a bit left here to work over. There's my paracord I used to throw it over. Everybody needs to have some of that on hand. That comes in real handy. Prop up over here on this side to hold this side up for me. I've still got quite a bit left here to work over. These raised beds around this greenhouse is kind of coming in handy. Using them like a little step stool. See how much overhang we got on the back. All right, folks, well, that's what I got left. Quite a bit. I've done some figuring and thought about doubling this back over and making it twice as thick, but it's just not quite enough to go all the way back over it. And I considered this right here, where my broccoli's at, just leaving it like this and maybe tacking some up here, making this like a little miniature greenhouse on this side. I don't know. What do you think? What's y'all's thoughts? Anyway, I'm gonna go up right here at the door and stretch it over and put a little bit of this tape on it. Said, folks, I mean, I ain't trying to win no beauty contest or be on the cover of Home and Garden or nothing like that. But just trying to make do and get through the winter. Alright folks, well, there you have it. Alright folks, I think I'm going to leave this plastic. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on the back side here. And then I'm going to put the boards, make it a little mini greenhouse. Maybe it won't burn it up. Here. Keep an eye on it for a couple days. Alright folks, well, there you have it. We got our greenhouse covered back for the winter. Hopefully this will last through the winter, and come early spring next year we'll get us some better plastic, a little thicker, something that's thicker than 6 mil, probably double it, maybe 12, and we'll go from there. But I appreciate you joining us here today at Melanchthon Creek Farm as we are recovering our greenhouse for the winter. This is the same plastic that I used the first time because I had enough left over to do it twice. So we're gonna go ahead and use it up. See how long it lasts this time through the winter. I'm not sure if it'll be any better or any worse. Not that it needs it. It's driving, or just leave it alone, or go ahead and cut it off and leave it alone because broccoli is doing so good. Any help. So we appreciate all of those that have donated. I ask you to continue as we're moving into Thanksgiving and Christmas to remember these families up there that's lost everything. And there's several opportunities we have to help these families. I'll leave some notes down in the description from our friends over at Deep River Farm that's involved in a lot of the outreach into those areas. Folks, I don't want to end the video without mentioning our brothers and sisters up in the western North Carolina mountains. The need up there is still very great. We're looking at least, it's been 6 weeks after Hurricane Helene come through there, and the devastation is still